Picture this, a fighting style so powerful that it went from being completely illegal to winning more world championships than any other country. A system where the government pays fighters to train full-time like professionals, even though they're called amateurs. Here's the situation. Russia now wins more Muay Thai world championships than almost anyone else, including Thailand itself. This changes everything we thought we knew about the ancient art of Muay Thai. It all started in secret basement gyms, where people could be arrested just for practicing. This is the story of Soviet-style Muay Thai, and by the end, you'll understand exactly why these fighters are so hard to beat. During the Cold War, Muay Thai was banned in the Soviet Union. The government only allowed security forces and spies to learn martial arts. But across the USSR, in basement gyms and hidden training centers, people practiced anyway. These weren't casual hobbyists. These were dedicated fighters willing to risk jail time. The turning point came in 1987 in Odessa, Ukraine underground. Fighters reached out to European Muay Thai organizations. They trained with Dutch coaches in Amsterdam and formed the first USSR Muay Thai Association. But the real explosion happened in 1996, when the Russian Muay Thai Federation was officially founded. Muay Thai went from a crime to a government priority sport overnight. The Russian government treated Muay Thai like Olympic sports during Soviet times. Elite athletes got government money to train full-time, stipends for food, travel, and training. Full-time professional preparation, but still called amateurs. The results? In 2019, Russia won the overall championship at the IFMA World Championships in Thailand. Both men and women took home the King's Cup and Queen's Cup. In 2021, Russia dominated with 70 gold medals out of 151 possible. Thailand got 19. But money alone doesn't create champions. Something else was happening. Here's what makes Russia different. The people running it are actual champions. Dmitry Putilin, president of the Russian Muay Thai Federation, is a former IFMA world champion himself. When a champion makes decisions about training and strategy, those decisions come from real experience, not theory. Real knowledge of what actually wins fights. Then there's Artem Levin, 5-time IFMA world champion, 2-time Sport Accord Combat Games champion, multiple professional titles. When fighters like Levin are part of the system, they teach what actually works in international competition. They've tested these techniques against the best in the world. This creates a feedback loop. Champions teach proven techniques. Young fighters learn. Those fighters become champions. They improve the system. The cycle continues. But here's the secret ingredient that gave Soviet-style fighters their unique edge. Soviet boxing was legendary. During the Cold War, the USSR dominated Olympic boxing through scientific training methods, biomechanical analysis, and psychological preparation. Soviet boxing emphasized perfect jab technique, jab-hook combinations, footwork for controlling distance, fighting from outside range with calculated combinations, technical mastery over raw power, defense over non-stop attacking. When Soviet-trained athletes switched to Muay Thai after the USSR collapsed, they brought these principles with them. They took Soviet boxing principles and adapted them specifically for Muay Thai. But there's another reason they focused so much on boxing skills. And this reason changed everything. In traditional professional Thai boxing, kicks and knees score higher than punches. But in amateur IFMA competitions, the early scoring system was different. Punches and kicks scored equally based on effectiveness. Think about what this means. If you're a Soviet fighter where punches score the same as kicks, why focus on developing a kick-heavy style? You wouldn't. You'd use what you're already great at, boxing combinations. So that's exactly what they did. They threw multiple punches and combinations, jabs, crosses, hooks, just like Western boxers. Then they added kicks when it made sense. This created something completely new, a boxing-based fighting style with kicks integrated in, rather than a kick-based style with some punches. Traditional Thai fighters were confused. Soviet fighters broke all the patterns they expected. Soviet-style fighters use pendulum footwork, borrowed from Soviet boxing. They stay on the balls of their feet, constantly shifting weight back and forward, backward, perpetual motion, never planted. Why is this so effective? They can adjust range smoothly and quickly. When they want to strike, they glide in. When they need to escape, they glide out. They throw effective combinations while continuously moving. They're never standing still. Soviet fighters position themselves just outside danger. They fake attacks. You react. They read your reaction. Then, they actually attack, but differently than you expected. After they strike, they immediately exit. You try to counter, they're already out of range. You can't time someone who's constantly changing distance. Soviet fighters prefer their rear leg for kicks, opposite of traditional Thai boxing. Why? More power. When you kick with your rear leg, you get more hip rotation, more body weight transfer. The rear teep is longer range and more powerful. It comes straight like a piston. When it lands, people fall down. Soviet Muay Thai's philosophy: if it wins fights, use it. Axe kicks. Super rare in Muay Thai. Traditional Thai fighters aren't used to defending against them. Opponents react in confusion, creating openings. Boxing combinations. 3 punches, then a kick, 4 punches, then a teep. This disrupts the rhythm traditional fighters expect. The old boxing setup works perfectly. Head, body, head, knockout. Spinning attacks. Thrown right after missed attacks when opponents aren't expecting follow-ups. Devastating knockouts result. Wrestling clinch. Soviet fighters use wrestling and judo principles in the clinch. Techniques pure Thai practitioners don't know. This mix-and-match approach reflects the Soviet mindset. Winning justified experimentation. Coaches could adopt any effective technique regardless of origin. But there's something deeper than techniques. The Soviet Union developed one of the most sophisticated sports science systems ever created. Post-Soviet Muay Thai federations inherited these methods. Soviet sports scientists measured strike velocity, hip rotation angle, weight transfer efficiency, and impact force. Instead of just copying techniques, you could measure and optimize. Every movement analyzed, every inefficiency eliminated. Soviet psychologists discovered that when you vividly imagine doing something, your nervous system responds almost the same as actually doing it. Soviet-style Muay Thai proves that the ancient art can accommodate multiple technical philosophies. You don't have to choose between tradition and innovation, you can do both. And when you do, you create fighters who can compete with anyone in the world.